Hi divas, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my March favorites video. I love doing my monthly wrap up with my favorite things that I enjoyed over the course of the month. So this is March 2025 favorites. Retrogrades, the lunar eclipse. I've been so tired all of March, and a lot of the astrology divas I follow have been saying like, you are gonna be tired throughout all of March. And yeah, I'm a mutable sign. I have a lot of Virgo and Sagittarius placements in my chart, so I've been feeling it especially hard. And my first favorite I'm going to talk about, the movie Thelma and Louise. This is one of the 5 movies I watch per month, and this was my favorite. This was actually the first one I watched this month, and holy shit, immediate 5 stars. I added it to my top 4 on Letterboxd, which like I never do like immediately. I don't know if she'll stay there forever, but I love this so fucking much. And then there's a Criterion flash sale with 50% off, so I had to get her for my little physical media shelf. This movie is so beautiful. I am so sad I waited so long to watch this, but I'm so glad I finally did, and I feel like it came to me at just the right time. Beautiful divas, except for that one man. He looks good in it, but he's a piece of shit. If you know, you know. Painted Desert from the movie. And it's like 3 discs. It comes with a little thing. I live in the desert. I've grown up in, you know, in a desert my entire life. I've lived here forever. And their road trip is very reminiscent of the road trips I've taken in California, Arizona, Nevada. So like this is comforting in the sense that like anytime they do a stop somewhere, just the desert scenery, I'm like, I know this is so familiar to me. And while their journey is not one that I've personally taken, running from the law, part of my soul feels seen in a way. Like it's very comforting. It feels like watching 2 beautiful, cool women that I admire do something in my home. I don't know if that makes sense, you know? Yeah, I love this. But also Ethel Cain. I love Ethel Cain. Famously, Hayden of Ethel Cain fame. Her Letterboxd, I follow her on there. This is her like favorite movie, and her review talks about how much she loves this movie. She's watched it 100 times. She'll see it 100 more. And after watching it, I see exactly why she loves it, but also I think that her song Thoroughfare off of Preacher's Daughter, the vibes of it, I feel like that was heavily inspired from the movie. I don't know, I could just be wrong, but that song fits so perfectly for the movie, and I love both. I love both so dearly, and yeah, beautiful movie. If you haven't watched it, please do. Please, it's so fucking good. My next March favorite, moisturizer, specifically Tatcha. I think that's how you pronounce it. The water cream. I think I am extremely late to the party on this diva. Everyone that I've already talked to tell them like, hey, I tried this new moisturizer and I love it, and I show them, they're like, you're like, yeah, I know that. I'm late to it, but I love it. She's expensive, and it's one of those things where it's like, not that I necessarily wanted the money I spent on this to like go to waste by not liking the product, but I was like a little disappointed at how much I did like it, because now I'm like, what else will live up to this? I'm gonna have to spend the money every time it runs out. And I did get the refillable kind, so like I can just do a refill pod, so that way I don't have to buy the whole like container again, and it does cut down on the price a little bit. She's worth the money. I think it's important, at least for me. I know everyone's circumstances and things are different. I like to have some bougie products in my skincare and my makeup and my wardrobe, and then some like ones that you can get at any fucking CVS. Like I think it's important for me to have a good balance, and especially someone who does deal with acne, with breakouts and dry skin. Like my skin's always up to something, so I can't try a lot of new products for my skin that often. I like to stick to what works, and I try to keep my routine as simple as possible, so that way I don't trigger any breakouts. So I was a little nervous about this one. I got this one specifically to help with like pores. It hasn't triggered any breakouts for me so far. I feel like it more soothes my skin than like upsets anything. I haven't noticed a huge difference in my pores yet. It's still quite early, but we'll see by the time I'm done with this if I feel like it's made a really noticeable difference. I would recommend this if you wanted to try it, but again, the price, so like don't go out of your way to do it. My third favorite from March is the book I've been reading, which is Mary Oliver New and Selected Poems Volume 1. This is my second Mary Oliver poetry book. The first one I read from her was Devotions, so I'm getting to this one, and I'm about like 70 something percent done. You can see where I'm at. Stunning piece of work. I love the way Mary Oliver writes about nature, writes about living, animals, the human experience, what it means to be living as like a human who's in the natural world and is companions with animals and living alongside them. I think she has a very beautiful outlook. One of the things I've said before about her writing is I'm always amazed at how 90% of her writing is about nature and animals, even more than 90% probably. And yet, like, it never feels like she's just repeating the same thing over and over again. She's written like hundreds, thousands probably, like poems. She has a gorgeous new outlook on things every time, and maybe she has the same viewpoint, but she never does it the exact same way. Like, I don't feel like she wrote the same poem 100 times. I feel like each one has something new to say. I'm a poet, not published yet. I would love to be a published poet, but as someone who does consider themselves a poet and loves poetry, it touches me really deeply. I am so inspired by her work, and it makes me want to just get my ass up and really finish my draft of my book that I've been working on. I highly recommend this. I'm going to read volume 2 once I'm done with this one, definitely. And I love Devotions. I think both this and Devotions, great place to start if you are interested in her work. If you haven't read any of her work, I highly encourage you to do so. My next March favorite, this diva. I already have a whole video on when I first got this and packing it with my makeup. It's my vanity case from It's While. And now that I've had it for a few weeks now and I've been using it, I can safely say it is a favorite. I love this. I think that this was something I desperately needed, to be able to have my own vanity case that I can take while traveling. It holds pretty much every single makeup essential that I need, and that's what I wanted, to have it all in one place. I already had like a makeup case, but it's not portable, like you can't travel with it. And it was running out of room for all my makeup, and that is a sign for me to not buy more and to kind of use up already what I have. But now I can just use that stationary one as like the stuff I don't use as often, and can kind of make sure that everything that like I would need for traveling are just like my day-to-day essentials that I always go to are in this diva. The makeup case itself from It's While, I love it. Comes with a mirror, 2 compartments, holds all my makeup. I have a video on it. Like I said before, if you're curious to look at it, because she's heavy. I don't want to do a full. Yeah, you get it. And my final favorite for this month, my Tabis. These are not the Mason Margiela ones. I could not spend $900 on a pair of shoes. And as beautiful as the Margiela ones are, they did not invent the Tabi. The Tabi are a Japanese style. It's been around for a long time. I got mine from Woodchuck Santos, I think. And I got this like light-ish, like kind of caramel brown. I was hoping that these would be a bit of a darker brown, but I'm not that mad because I don't have a pair of ballet flats really. And second of all, I don't have a shoe that's in this color like all the way through. So it's fine, it's something different. And these are so insanely comfortable. I wasn't sure how I would feel about trying to adjust to the Tabi style with like the one toe separated from the rest, especially with the socks too, because I have Tabi socks. And both the socks and the shoes are so insanely comfortable. I love wearing them. I did size up half a size. I'm usually a size 7 and I got a 7.5 because the divas said to size up a bit, and they were right. If anyone is considering getting a pair of the Woodchuck Santo Tabis, I do recommend going up half a size because that worked for me. But yeah, these were about, I think like 150 to 180-ish, I think. They have ones with a bigger heel, ones with bows. I wanted one without a bow because I wanted it to look as much like I am a deer. These are my deer shoes. I want to get another pair of Tabis. I would love to get one that kind of has like a blockier heel, kind of like the Mary Jane ones. And I want a pair of Tabi boots. I actually want a pair of Tabi boots more than the Mary Janes. Oh, 4 for 4. But yeah, I love them. I'm obsessed with them. So yeah, thank you for watching. These are my monthly favorites. This is my monthly wrap up. Every time a month comes to a close, I'm sad because it means like the passage of time. But also like this month, I could not believe how long it lasted for. And I'm ready to kind of have the new energy of April come in. Yeah, I really don't have much to say. I've filmed 2 videos today. I filmed one before this. Oh, grow my hair in. So I'm kind of wiped out on talking. Thank you for watching, divas. I love you. Bye bye.